next on All Access.
It's 6 straight victories and counting for the Pats, and now they look to continue their winning ways on the road.
Coach says road warriors. I mean, it's really that. Like, you got to go in a hostile environment, you got to protect the ball, and you got to be yourself.
I'm Scott Zolak, and Mike Vrabel takes you inside the gotta-have-it moment that seals the win for the Patriots against the Falcons.
Guys understand at the end of the game how critical this stuff is.
I'm Mike Reese. The Patriots bring a perfect 4-0 road record to Tampa, but I'll tell you why this spot might not be perfect for them.
And I'm Steve Burton. Those stories plus everything but football with Christian Gonzalez.
If they catch a ball, they make a play, flush it, get it out your mind, because you can always come back and make a play later.
All Access begins right now. Six in a row, look at them go, as New England has one of the top records in the league. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access. I'm Steve Burton. It's been a whirlwind of 9 games as the Patriots have positioned themselves into postseason contention. This week, they traveled to the Florida Gulf Coast to take on one of the top teams in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will be refreshed off their bye week. We'll preview a dangerous Bucs team, but we begin our show with the sights and sounds from win number 7 against Atlanta.
It's a 3rd down and 5 snap to Drake. He throws it to the left for Hunter Henry. He's open to the far sideline, and he slides in bounds at the 40. That's your ball game.
Peace. Keep doing good work. Have a good one.
Thank you. Ball out, man.
Good stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Let's go!
Y'all's time. Put him on the floor. This is y'all's day. Play with him. Hey, defense. All right? We got to gain your confidence. Play with confidence. Gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gang. Have a good one. Okay, now there we go. Now we're going to keep it in a pocket. Wait for the snap from the gun. A man in motion from the left. 2-by-2 set. Penix has time, and now the pocket collapses, and so does the quarterback. And there for the sack, Caleb on Chason. Now 2nd down and 10 plus for Maye and company at the 49.5 of Atlanta. To the left hash, he takes the snap, he stands in, he looks left, he backs out. Now he has to escape. He's running to his right, he gets away. He pumps, he runs it left, here's the 45-40. He swerves left to the 37, tackle in the open field.
Why is he doing it? You gotta work on this. What is up with him, bro? He ran to him.
He's got Douglas to his left, aligned in the backfield. 2 receivers, right, 1 left. He takes the snap, he looks to the left, and he throws it for Pop Douglas on a wheel route, and he drops it in the midsection for a Patriots touchdown. So damn sexy. Keep going. Shotgun snap, Maye's back to pass on a 5-man rush. He steps up, throws it to the left side. He's got Douglas with the catch at the 35-30. Lost his balance, but he stays on his feet. Runs it right to the 20, stumbling. He's hit at the 25. Still going with a dive across the 11. Maye back to throw, fires over the middle, pitches it to Diggs, turns right, sidesteps right to the 5, throws to the outside, dives to the pylon. Touchdown, Patriots!
Be ready for 2 minutes when we go back, so be in your mind.
your thought process is too.
Snap is back to Drake Maye. Retreats in the pocket. He's being pressured. Ball's out. Ball is knocked loose. It's picked up. It's a scoop. And a run to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Tripped up and tackled at the 5.
One drive. So everything that's happened doesn't matter. We're going to need one drive to win the game. I don't know what drive it's going to be. But we're going to need one more drive. All right, one drive, man. One drive.
Maye has Diggs in the left slot. It's a third down and 5 snap to Drake. He throws it to the left for Hunter Henry. He's open to the far sideline. And he slides in bounds at the 40.
Tonga, get your ass up here, Pop. Tonga. Hey, short yardage guru. We was waiting on Tonga. Okay, gained 6 yards on 3rd and 1. Hell of a job. Okay, I know that everybody wants to make plays. We just want to win. In the end, when you win, everybody gets taken care of. I promise you that.
Hey, go, 10. Let me hear it, 10. Hey, bring it. Hey, love y'all, boys, man. Let's enjoy this one. Enjoy this one. And we're back on the road next week, man. Pass on me. Pass on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pass.
Time now to take a look at a play that really clinched the game for you, Coach. I'm going to set this up. It's 3rd and 5, end of the game. Mm-hmm. You look at the ball's on the 23. You could run the ball here. You could kick it the way your defense is playing. You could run the ball, keep the clock moving, or you could throw it here and trust the quarterback to throw it, take care of the football. Just set it up for me. The way the thought process as you're looking for either a 5-minute or 2-minute drive at the end of a game to sort of put the game away for you.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we end the game with the ball in our hand. I think we've shown that we can be aggressive and we can execute. Guys understand where we're at, staying in bounds, everything else. But, you know, when the field goal kickers are making these from 50, 60 yards at the end of the games, you know what I'm saying? They say, hey, the line's the 40-yard line. You know, we punt that thing down there. They get a couple plays, and now they're, able to attempt a field goal. And so we just really don't want to put it in their hands. Sure. We want to make sure that we end it with us.
And 23 is at the 50. So that's like it's.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're backed up a little bit. So, as we get going here, we want to, obviously we're expecting pressure, whether it comes or not. But really, just being able to execute here and getting Hunter and putting him in a traffic situation, as you can see here, we're laid out here to the flat. We try to get the hands down, which we do, but we get a really catchable ball. You can see Hunter get his head around, good body control, getting what we can get. And then now we want to go into the Rolex and we want to get down and we want to salt it away. So this is just great execution by everybody. The quarterback real calm, just not rushing anything, just giving them a nice catchable ball. You can see the traffic that's created up there. Legally, once we get, the ball caught, we can make contact.
Win the game right here, too. I like this excitement.
Again, guys understand at the end of the game how critical this stuff is. And so, we're now into victory mode, and this is what we're looking for.
Great analysis on that gotta have it play. I'll tell you that right now. But welcome to our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. All right. After the game, Stephon Diggs talks to the media. He said this game sort of felt like a loss. Agree? Disagree? What?
So I don't think it felt like a loss, but I understand where he's coming from, and I do think it's really illustrates just how far they've come when you're sort of wondering, would you imagine back in August, Mike, saying, well, geez, they beat the Falcons by a point, but it felt like a loss. No. We would have taken any win, any way we could have gotten it after winning 4 games the last 2 years. I understand where Diggs is coming from. They want better. They expect better.
Yeah.
It was sort of a letdown in the second half.
And I think where he was pinpointing was they had a chance, Steve, to bury him.
Yep.
Right.
At the end of the second quarter. They got the ball at midfield, and you're going to get the ball at the start of the second half, and they got a little sloppy.
Okay.
Right? And you saw how you let your guard down a little bit in the league, and things can change fast. And I think that's what Diggs was getting at after the game.
I like Diggs. I think, you know what? He's keeping everybody in check. I love watching him on the sidelines and everything else.
Yeah.
All right, 7-2. 9 weeks into the season, this team is 7-2. We're in week 10 now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this team being this good this fast.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. I don't think we envisioned being in this situation. Now, to me, the biggest thing is Drake Maye. Yeah, I did not envision him getting to the level that he's gotten. The second half of the game against the Falcons notwithstanding, he played. When you're talking about another game with 200 yards and a 100 passer rating, this whole streak that we're talking about is one of his worst games. That shows you just how much better he's gotten, and that's lifted the entire team.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I'm astonished. I honestly can't believe what has happened. I have to be honest with you guys.
You're giddy.
Even though Paul says it comes down to the quarterback, and you were consistent on that, Paul. You said if he raises his level, anything is possible. You said that. I still didn't believe it, Paul.
Maybe I didn't believe it myself, even though I kept saying it.
You said it.
But the record to me, based on the schedule, and I know people don't want to hear about the schedule. All you can play is the teams that are on your schedule.
Yes.
Okay. That's why I felt like they could win games.
Yes.
But I didn't envision the offense making this enormous step forward, and it's because of Maye's consistency.
And I just want to add on, the schedule is a part of the conversation. The only thing I would say is that the Patriots were that team on everyone's schedule in previous years. Yep. So that's why I feel
real quick,
I
know we got to wrap. Just that whole Mike Vrabel get in position to take advantage of bad football. The other team, the game's on the line, they miss an extra point, and they snap the ball when no one's ready. They get an intentional grounding, and all of a sudden, you're in position to take advantage of the other team's bad football.
Excellent point by you, and that's great coaching on Mike Vrabel.
Absolutely.
All right, don't go far. We got you a little later on the show. We'll be back more on Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
Go back home with Christian Gonzalez.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. Let's just have a great day, and let's do it. Patriot Nation. Appreciate y'all.
Patriots touchdown makers in the NFL.
Let's go back to high school, because you guys were high school teammates?
Yes, sir.
You won a state championship together?
Yes, sir.
Who were high school teammates. That's next.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
Welcome back to All Access. The Patriots are a perfect 4-0 on the road this season. Dan Roach examines what they need to do to maintain that record.
It's 6 straight victories and counting for this Pats team. And now they face a tough test on Sunday.
The Pats are a perfect 4-0 on the road this season, and they're comfortable playing in hostile territory.
Coach says road warriors. I mean, it's really that. Like, you got to go in a hostile environment. You got to protect the ball, and you got to be yourself. That identity got to travel. Who you are at home is going to be the same team you are when you play away.
Going into an environment, making sure you stay that identity and not let outside factors influence you, whether it's crowd noise or whether it's traveling or whether it's you're staying in a hotel instead of your bed. Like, just focus on the game and make sure you try to stay in that routine the best you can.
A common phrase around this Patriots team has been, we all we got, we all we need.
We all we got! We all we need! We all we got! We all we need!
And it rang true this week when the Pats stood pat as Tuesday's NFL trade deadline came and went.
Man, I'm excited with however way we went. I think just whoever we have and just to embody roles, how you said, so all we got was all we need. So I feel like we were trending in the right direction. So continue to build and continue to get better. And I think we'll be right where we want to be.
On tap Sunday, a measuring stick type of game for the 7-2 Patriots as they travel to Tampa to meet Baker Mayfield and the 6-2 Buccaneers.
It's going to be a good environment. They're a great football team. They're great defense, great offense, and I think it's a kind of a start for the games that we may have down the road. It's a good team, good record, good quarterback, great defense. So it's a challenge, and it's feels like a game that got some little bit extra to it.
All right, Dan Roach, thank you very much. We got 2 for the price of 1 today. Pop Douglas and Terrell Jennings, good to see you guys, but you guys don't need any introduction to each other because you guys know each other pretty well.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to high school because you guys were high school teammates?
Yes, sir.
You won a state championship together?
Yes, sir.
Take me back.
Man, back to high school?
Yeah, back to high school.
Man,
how good was he?
He was good. He was real good. I could go back to our junior year. You know, we was 2-8.
2-8 your junior year?
2-8.
True story, though.
A lot of people like, nah, yeah, nothing to worry about. You know, the Mandarin Mustang. The next day, you know, that next year, I felt like that's when we bought it because we became the seniors. We became the seniors and we took over. Our whole senior group took over.
How special was that?
It was real special because, you know, our junior year, we was still kind of the seniors our junior year as well because the little guys looked up to us. I wouldn't say our older guys looked up to us, but they looked for us to do our job on the field. So that senior year, coming into that senior year, that was kind of like everybody like, these are our guys, and let's go. And
you guys went from 2-8 to a high school championship?
Yes. In the state of Florida, 8A, largest conference in our state.
This outside Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so now we're here.
Yeah.
Your teammates again in the National Football League.
Yes, sir.
How special is that?
Blessings. We go over it every day. Every day we about to say, man, it's crazy, ain't it? Like, we on the same team. And from high school to here is a blessing.
It's like sometimes you just speechless. I just look at him like,
yeah,
right?
It's crazy.
Mind you, he went to Liberty, I went to FAMU in Tallahassee. They far from each other. For us to meet here was kind of like, and crazy thing is, before Pro Day, I put something on my Twitter. I'm like, I'm gonna meet you at the top, brother.
Yeah.
And I swear, I said, I'm gonna meet you at the top, brother, with a picture of me and him, and then
I just met me up.
You serious?
Yeah, man. What a blessing.
Oh, man.
Which is crazy.
All right, let's go back to Sunday. You guys both scored in the same game. How happy were you for him, and how vice versa? You first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was there as soon as he scored.
Yeah.
Man, I ran to the, I was almost on the field before he scored. Just it's a blessing, just to see what he been through and his path, and he trusted the process. When somebody trusts the process, it's just more exciting that he trusts the process and he doing his thing.
And Pop scored.
I'm always excited when my guy gets it. Ever since high school. Yeah, that's my guy. Ever since I'm turned from high school. I'm turned. What we used to do in high school is before one of us gets to the end zone, we all standing like this.
Oh yeah.
Before you
we not even blocking.
We not blocking it.
We just like this. Like we know it's
you know it.
Yeah.
And you took that to the NFL. You know.
Brought it to the NFL. Yeah.
You know.
Brought it to the NFL. Every time I see him break, I'm like, Pop, gone. If he get caught, I'm like, wow. I don't know how they did it, but hey, I'm expecting a touchdown every time. So now I appreciate my brother for taking me in here, and I just watch him work every day. So his touchdowns, they like my touchdowns. I'm excited for him.
Excited.
You both grew up in Jacksonville, but it wasn't easy for you.
Nah.
You were homeless once?
Yeah, I was homeless a couple times as a youngin', but I mean, it's never easy for no one. I don't have the hardest story out here. I just have one of the hardest stories. So
being homeless, though, is something, man.
It is something. It's something. It builds character, man, because you never know where you're gonna sleep at the next night.
Wow.
Yeah, luckily I have friends like him where I can he don't know the situation. They just like you feel me? Take a village. So they open to me with open arms, not knowing the situation, but they're like, come on, man, yeah, you can stay.
Did you know that? Did you know he was homeless?
At one point, no. At one point, he didn't say anything, but it's like with my grandma. My brother, that's
house is open.
Yeah, house is open. So everybody at my grandma's house.
Did you sleep at his house?
Yeah, I slept at his grandma. So originally, when I say I slept at friend's house, I was sleeping at Grandma Yodi's house for most of the time. My friend Cass' house, and then that's when it came with my special teachers that took me in that scene.
Guys, that is so special.
Yeah.
You played with a heavy heart on Sunday.
Yeah.
What happened to your uncle?
He got shot and killed. Yeah, the night before the game.
Pop.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew him as well. He was like an uncle to me too as well. That was a very hard moment for us playing on that Sunday, but it was hard, but it was also a blessing knowing we have him in the sky for us, doing his work as well. Like after his touchdown, and after my touchdown, I walked up to him. I'm like, doing his work first day in. Like, that sound like him. That's something he wanted. He helping us every day. He just doing it from a different place now.
That's him too.
Guys, good luck on Sunday.
I appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Take it against Tampa. Man, you guys are amazing. What a story.
Yeah.
Pop Douglas, Terrell Jennings. We'll be back more Patriots All Access right after this.
Congratulations to Coach Rocco Ziza from Boston Latin Academy. He is our Patriots Coach of the Week.
First of all, I want to say congratulations on winning the Boston City League Championship. You guys have had a great year, 7-1. Obviously, you got some great coaching here. On behalf of the Kraft family, the New England Patriots Foundation, and the New England Patriots, we want to say congratulations on this week's Coach of the Week. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Under the leadership of Coach Rocco Ziza, the Boston Latin Academy Dragons clinched the Boston City League Championship with a 20-0 win against Brighton, moving their overall record to 7-1. The Patriots Charitable Foundation will award $1,000 to the Boston Latin Academy football program in the name of Coach Ziza.
I think Coach deserves this award. He's been doing this a long time. You know, he's been caring about us. He's been caring about city football for a long time. And to get this recognition for our school and for the city is something, you know, that we're all super looking forward to.
Well, it just means recognition that the sport of football is as important now as it's ever been, particularly in the city. It's a combination of legacy and culture that we want to continue what we did this year, and hopefully we'll carry on until next year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down and talk to this guy, the head coach of the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, joins me now. Coach, congrats, another big win.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, very good. 21-7. Let's get right to it. You guys are in control of that game, end of the first half. You said we took a nap. I'm a big nap guy. I love nap.
I bet you do.
That's not the spot, though, right?
That's not the time for a nap. And,
good teaching moment, though, right?
Well, I mean, again, there was a lot of those throughout the game. I felt like we got into that drive. We made them use their timeouts, exactly what we wanted to do. Got the ball to midfield, thinking, hey, a couple more completions. We can kick a field goal here and go into halftime. A little game on the right side, and then obviously ball security in the pocket. So, you know, I appreciate Will's effort to get him down, and then we weren't able to get a stop there in the red zone. But to give our guys credit, we came out, we got a field goal out of the second half. We got points again, and then we're able to hold on.
Jennings, great example of a kid, perseverance, hard work, gets elevated, gets the touchdown, but doesn't take you off field goal coverage, right? Kickoff coverage, right?
And he was active. He was active last week. He had a couple tackles last week.
Yeah, he did.
Has run hard, has been ready for his opportunity. I thought he spelled Travion well. I thought they were able to keep some snaps off of Travion, and when we needed him in there in some protection mode, and Terrell has taken advantage of his opportunities. He's tasted it now, and now doesn't want to give it up real easy.
Good stuff. Okay, on the road again, Road Warriors, Tampa. Tampa's coming off the bye, and you've come off byes, obviously. There's challenges coming off the bye, good and bad. Get you some rest, and maybe get some guys that are nicked up back, but also, hey, you haven't played football in a while. What do you see when you look at Tampa on film and how they operate?
Well, I mean, I think that there's a lot of speed. They do a lot defensively. There's a lot of pressure, mixed coverages. Offensively, they don't turn the ball over. This team's +7 in turnover margin. Defense has created 10 turnovers the last 4 weeks, so hopefully they took a break over the bye of creating turnovers, and then we can limit those opportunities on Sunday.
That'd be awesome. They got a quarterback in Baker Mayfield, former number one pick. He's bounced around a little bit, but really seems like he's found his place there. It goes to show you that you can draft a guy high, but you still got to develop him. A guy like Sam Darnold, drafted high. Now he's flourishing out in Seattle, making plays. Baker's found a home.
Well, yeah, he's found a home, and I think that there's a belief there that if they have the football, they're going to find a way to win, which is what they did early in the season. And he won a lot of close games for them early in the season, and then they've played really well. They've played consistently. Their 2 losses are against 2 really good football teams in Detroit and Philadelphia. We know how good they are, so this is going to be a great challenge.
All right, time now for the Sports Illustrated ticket question of the week. Comes from James S. And I think this is a good one. I noticed this during the game. You're at the point in the year now where the sun is sort of at a different level in the stadium. I know some guys having trouble with the sun, with the shadows. Do you have to adjust as a team, maybe practice a little bit more in there, or take it one time at least to go in there and take a look at it?
Well, we are in there. We go in there on Fridays. Yeah. And again, the difference that last week to this week made, just even the time change, where we went back an hour, kind of adjusted. It was a little lower. I think it was only bad up high. we didn't have as much issue, I think, this past week as we did 2 weeks ago. So, we'll see where that goes. And again, we'll try to understand where it's at and how we want to take the ball early on in the game.
Speaking of time change, I had a little panic moment coming in. We're doing our pregame radio hit, and I look down and I say, "Uh-oh, I'm an hour late for it." And I totally forgot
Right on
about the
time.
Right on time.
Right on time.
All right.
As always.
If you want to ask him a question, you have to follow the team at patriots.com/askthecoach. More of All Access. We'll be back right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Gillette. Gillette's best shave is now the best a fan can get. Get it while you can at gillette.com/NFL.
Here's this week's Next Gen Stat, brought to you by AWS. Drake Maye faced a season-high blitz rate, 53.8%, against the Falcons in Week 9, with the Falcons generating 10 pressures and 4 sacks when sending 5 or more rushers.
Welcome back to All Access. After missing the first 3 games of the season, Christian Gonzalez's return to the lineup has upgraded the Patriots' defense in a big way. In this installment of Everything But Football, we learned that while Gonzales has quickly become a fixture here in New England, a trip back to Texas highlights that home and family remain a priority.
You just get that home feeling, just being at home, being around, how I grew up, family, friends. It's a feeling you really can't beat. Lived in Carrollton, then we moved to the Colony. But now my parents live back in Carrollton. Even just driving down these streets, it remind me of high school. It's definitely crazy when I come back home. That's kind of when I think about it the most. It's where I spent a lot of summers coming up here. It's different now. They didn't have all this back part. But this is the Rosemead Rec. We used to come up here, play basketball all day. My mom would drop me off at 9 a.m. and then come pick me up at 6 when she was done with works. And we'd be in there playing basketball. Then we'd go over there to the little water park. We'd all have $5 and then we'd get 7-Eleven pizza. Being away for so long, from leaving for college and then coming all the way to New England, I've been pretty far the past couple of years. You don't like the camera? Yeah, it's my little son. He'll be in mass soon. But he likes the snow. He actually enjoys the snow. But it makes it just that much better when I get to go home. I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. Let's just have a great day, and I'm excited to get back. And thank everybody for coming, all the volunteers, and let's do it. Patriot Nation, appreciate y'all. I chose Perry just because, my mom does so much. She's worked at that school for 20-something years, so she's been there for a while.
Come on in, start playing, guys. Hi.
My mom is everything. She's done a great job of not just raising me, but all of us. What's up, little sister? What's up, friends?
Why, hello there.
Raising us to be the people she wants us to be and that we're meant to be, and it's just everything to be able to give back to her now.
What up, mama? Love you, mom. Hey, mom. I love you, mom. That one's for you. All love.
There's a number of former students, and there's adults who were former students, who are my students, who are here too. So it's all full circle.
She does so much for that school, that community, and my little sister goes there.
Hey, my mom is great.
My mom is great.
She was the first one out of all the siblings to go to the same school as my mom.
What's your name?
Donovan.
Donovan?
Yeah.
How old are you?
8.
8?
9.
9?
Anytime you have a person that's from the community come back to the community, it makes an impact on the students to see that they are more than just a number, that they're seen.
What color you want? Red. Red? Y'all both play running back? Y'all both play running back? You play what? Oh, you play quarterback.
A lot of smiles, a lot of hugs, a lot of laughter. I think everybody walked out with something in their hands, and that's what we wanted.
Boom.
Gentleman right here.
What's your name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, here you go.
Very happy with the turnout. There's a lot of kids. There's, a lot of smiles. Yeah, pretty cool event to have it there, and it was awesome.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for X's and O's. And Coach, we've been talking about starting fast on defense. This first series of the game, 3 and out, but the big play, second down, good pressure from KC.
They try to get Bijan out in space on the first play. Yep. We rally out there, we make a tackle. So now here we are, we're able to get a little disguise going. And if, again, we needed to continue to do this throughout the game. But you can see, as this thing changes, the picture changes after the snap. And again, forces the quarterback, he wants to go here to Pitts. Yep. And you can see him looking, he's staring him down, and then he doesn't have it. We do a nice job of collapsing the pocket. We don't run past him. And then again, we're able to fall back off here. But I want you to see the quarterback's eyes. We give him a little presentation.
Feels like everybody's coming.
Yeah, we give him a little presentation. They get a little motion. We disguise off the motion. And here he is staring it down over here. And then again, eyes transfer down. This is where we have to be able to get the football out. We got to start hammering the football out and let Big Barmore go pick it up and scramble. But
correct me if I'm wrong, like that play by Landry here on this power rush feels like we looked at the exact same play a week ago against Cleveland, where he pushed that guy back.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're trying to close the pocket in on him, make him scramble away from his throwing hand, and if he does fall up into the B gap, there we are. But just playing with good body lean, good extension. Coming off here, we got to be able to continue to focus on and hammer this football out, especially when the quarterback has one hand on it.
Great to get off the field there.
Yeah, so now transitioning over here to short yardage.
You love this guy.
I love that. Got the big boy in there.
He's got the name.
Yeah, we're going to get him a rushing touchdown this year. We're going to get him a passing touchdown. We just keep drawing up.
All right, you're good at that.
But, third and one, we got to be able to continue to extend the drive, especially in 3rd and 1 situations. So, bring the big fella in motion here. He hammers it out of there. This is a pretty good lane for short yardage. And again, guys are covered up. They get a little pressure. He knocks it out of there, and then Terrell's able to knife through there, running hard. They're Tonga throwing his guy out the club, and he's still chasing him, and he's excited, and he just runs over there and waits for the next job, and that's kind of what he does.
All right,
so
players like that.
We do. Now we got a couple touchdowns coming, right? This is kind of what you like. You don't want short yardage.
You got your fullback, a tight end / fullback out here, and you got this guy in the backfield.
Well, again, offensively, just a good design here to be able to get pop back in the backfield, showing the same structure. But, this is kind of what we call dealer's choice. Hunter does a nice job working off the middle of the field, the rub. Pop gives them a little hesitation. They drop the end. They drop Walker out. But the ball location is just really, really good here. We give them a good pocket.
Drops it in, man.
We're able to run them by. And then just the patience, I think, when you can see Drake get into a rhythm and a patience and not rushing anything, that's like a long handoff sometimes. How cool is that right there, man?
High five the cops. You love this stuff. It's great.
This is the kind of guy this is. He lost his uncle before the game.
I heard
the night before the game, and nobody knows. And he's out here playing with his teammates and enjoying.
Time over 100 yards, special day.
Yep.
Uncle's looking down. Awesome.
So that was a cool picture right there.
Awesome.
And then now we get down in here to the red zone again. We got to continue to score touchdowns. Again, all of this is the protection. We're able to hang on. They give us a little soft shell. Diggsy gets it. Normally we'd like a little drop step and knife, but then here's the anti-knife, and he does a good job. Okay, we're looking for blocks. Trayvion's trying to get a block, makes the guy go back door, and then Diggsy's getting into the end zone, and then guys are having fun. So
you got the girlfriend in the building though, so you got to make it a little fancy.
Yeah, you better, you better produce. Or
this concept here, this feels like we've been running this for 30 years here. It's spot, post corner, and flat route, however you want to slice it. The Saints game, I think he threw it. It was almost behind him, but this goes to show you how you guys are advancing.
Yeah, and again, if you can go off the eyes, you get guys, you get the coverage to pull. and then Drake's able to come back there. Good ball location. We got to take care of the football, but this good running after the catch here. Guys trying to get in.
Right there, too.
Yep, and then again, just be careful. We got to be careful reaching the ball at the goal line, but big day for him and our offense and our football team.
Hydrate, heading to Florida, man. Good luck.
You got it.
All right, there you go. There's your X's and O's. More Patriots All Access. We'll return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. Backing up Bob's Discount Furniture Studios and Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. I do not want to be negative, Nelly. That's Paul's job. But here's the problem that I have. Drake Maye in the offensive line. Maye's been sacked 12 times in the last 2 games.
Yep.
That's an issue. Agree or disagree?
It is. No, I think it's absolutely an issue. Only Cam Ward has been sacked more often. So I think part of this is on Drake Maye. I gave him his flowers for how well he's been playing. So I do think that he's sort of run around a little bit too much at times, shown some of the inexperience, but they need to do a better job of protecting him. It's not a formula for success, Steve. Not just the injury risk, which is obvious, but he's also, at some point, the negative plays are going to put you behind schedule. They've been able to overcome them so many times, but at some point, especially when you start to play the better teams, that's going to come back and get you.
I was going to ask for your yellow pocket square because I wanted to throw the flag on Steve. That's unnecessary roughness. You picked them to beat the Bills in Buffalo.
Yeah, you did.
I was going to point that out, but I let it go.
Okay, good point.
But
we do have a pick coming later.
But yes. But to your point, Steve, I think the hits on Drake combination, some of that on the offensive line, right? Some of these stunts that they're getting, they're not picking them up well enough. But I think some of the sacks are also Drake, like getting them out, like you said, Paul. So I think just tightening that up a little bit. And this week's a tough week to do it because they're coming after him. The Buccaneers, 15 sacks over the last 3 games. That's a torrid pace for them.
Wow. Injuries. The injury bug has struck this team just a little bit, but to key players.
Yeah, just starting, and the Patriots have been very fortunate, I think, leading up to this point in the season. You go without Ramondre Stevenson in the game. I thought that was a notable absence. You lose a couple of guys during the course of that Falcons game. Hopefully none of those will be long-term. But, yeah, you're starting to see the depth called into question a little bit. This will be a good test for them.
And I think just checking in with players in the locker room, went up to Milton Williams, who I think is playing really well. And I just say, how's it going? Not seeing a lot of names on the injury report. And he said, well, that's good. He goes, but it feels like week 8, week 9, week 10 of the season. Sometimes we forget sitting in these chairs, like just the succession of games and the grind. This is hard on these guys, so I think that's what we're seeing.
Quick turnaround coming as well after that Tampa game with the Thursday night game. So it is, I think that war of attrition is starting.
You mentioned the grind. Are they stepping up in weight class this week?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's been, we've maybe for 1 week, Mike, we can put a moratorium on the easy schedule talk. And I'm not saying that it hasn't been an easy schedule, but that seems to be the overriding factor. This is a better team. This is a team, 6-2. Baker Mayfield playing at a really high level in crunch time. He isn't always not always linear with Mayfield, but when the game's on the line, I think they have 4 or 5 game-winning drives late out of their 6 wins. So don't let them hang around.
And I'll add that they're coming off their bye week. So we talked about, the succession of games and attrition. So I think you're going to have a fresh team. And I'm telling you, down there, this is their hottest ticket of the season. This is going to be an electric environment. Like, people struggling to get tickets to this game. Looking forward to seeing a big matchup. We got CBS's number 1 team, Nance, Romo, Wolfson. So stepping up in weight class, this feels like the old times to me, Steve.
Okay, that being said, prediction.
Well, I'm supposed to play the role of the bad guy, so I guess I'll do it. Say hello to the bad guy. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay to win this game.
Of course you are.
But I just think sometimes in the NFL it's about a spot. Mike's talked about that bye week, and I think that's significant. Patriots starting to get a little bit nicked up. 6-game winning streak. I think this might be a good spot for Tampa, 24-20. I don't think it'll be easy. I think the Patriots will have a shot. I don't think Tampa Bay is that much better than the Patriots, if at all. But I'm going to go with the Bucs.
And I'm leaning in the same direction. Steve.
Really?
I am because of the spot, and I think there's no shame going down there.
After we all we need.
I believe it. And I think they're going to go down and play a great game. I'm a little nervous about the attrition that you talked about.
It's a good thing. If Steve still had that bowl of candy, he'd be rifling Snickers at us.
Well, I'm going against you.
23-20 is my prediction.
I'm going against you. Okay. I say they come back, 7-game win streak.
Good man.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Pearl, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.